Take heed, humans, for the darkness nears completion. For 2 million years, my friends and I stood watch over your reality. Today, I'm the first to admit that mistakes were made. The multiverse is almost gone. Dark gods crave what's left of it, and the 9-tongued worm waits outside, smacking his throat's lips. The worst part is, the only ones doing anything about it are these horrifying monsters. Throg, the first king of Earth, bringer of storms, and annoying, drooling imbecile. Oven, mistress of ravens, chosen queen of the people of the dead, and frequent overindulger in storm giant wine. Darrow, last torchbearer of the cursed blood, shadow-souled assassin, and worst champion of order ever chosen. And this jackass kid, Carolynn, Zalio's offspring of devil and man, the prophesied herald of the end of everything. Akun Ra Zayden. My friends and I try our best to help them, but let's be honest, we're all well past our expiration dates. The Empire of Archonia would have been well equipped to save the multiverse, but the Empire's long gone. Now even its last shadows are fading. Our only hope is Shadow Chaos Deathstorm. I'm not gonna say we're completely lit, but I will say, nice knowing you.
Yep.
Hello, and welcome back to Shadows of Archonia. My name is Steve Boshear, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening.
Hi, I'm Joshua. I'll be playing Carolynn, whose voice we never really know.
Alan, playing a very tired Raylan.
Very weak.
Very tired, weak Raylan. On the brink of death. And a cat.
Meow.
Meow. Your turn.
Carolynn playing the Death Goddess. Once again.
Matt only playing Darrow once again.
Alright, you know what?
And our DM playing everybody.
That's right.
Almost literally everybody, since the universe is so small.
Let me tell you about a really awesome third-party 5th edition supplement. It's called Dark Arts Player's Companion. It is created and put out by Gimenez 3000. It's not the only work that he does, but it's probably the darkest work that he does. Check it out. Got subclasses for every class in D&D, 5e, and it's got creepy monster-y things too. Oh yeah, look at that.
Ooh, creepy monster.
Yeah, creepy monster. It looks great when you print it out. I think
Freddy Boy did that for us.
Yep, Pretty Boy. Good job.
Shout out to Cody.
Shout out Cody. Cody, who was on Vampire this week.
Check it out. Gimenez 3000. He's got a Patreon. Got other stuff. It's really awesome though. I'd still love Hemomancy. If I could have gotten Carolynn to be a Hemomancer at the same time, life goals. All right.
Oh yeah, point of order. Way of Thunder is not one of the classes you'll find in there. That's a class. That's a class I created with input from Joshua. In fact, based on an original idea from Joshua many years ago, before this campaign even started. But maybe a book about this stuff coming out someday. We'll see about that.
Which I just want to point out that we missed our 3-year anniversary.
Did we? It would have been this month, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't even get you guys anything.
Because it was the 31st of May.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
There we go.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
3 years, you guys.
Wow.
Can you guys please finish this already? Jeez. All right. That's Alan's line.
Carl Casey did the music for this. In the intro. Check him out, White Bat Audio. And he has amazing other works too.
Heck
Techno, trance, synth. I like synth. So
Is there
check them
any
out.
Difference between techno and trance?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is.
'Cause I feel like trance is just like a subset of techno.
I believe someone somewhere would take you to task for an hour on that.
Yeah.
But I'm not that person.
Leave a comment.
I'm very glad.
Yeah.
Please don't leave a comment. I'm not going to read it. I don't care nearly enough.
Just do it anyway.
Alan will read it
I'll read it.
Yeah,
on
there you go.
stream next
Yep.
time.
I'll read it.
If it comes in between now and our next recording session. By the way, if you've noticed we're all wearing the same shirts as we wore last week, it's because last week was 3 minutes ago for us. So, yeah,
I did
pre-recorded.
not shower.
It's been a long weekend.
Episodes 90 and up of this campaign are pre-recorded. So there you go. It just means we'll be able to be more active in the chat.
The voice in the intro is done by a person which we shall not name.
That motherfucker.
That motherfucker.
Yep, all the digital artwork in the intro is by yours truly, including the art of that motherfucker. And the character art in front of our players right now, including Kiergan, who's not mentioned in the intro. That's what you get for being a Johnny-come-lately.
Well,
Bet you didn't think I'd say that phrase today.
nope.
Not. Yeah, so I am a digital 3D character artist, and I will do a portrait of your character or your party if you hit me up and ask me about
I'm
it.
not going to reach out.
I am
I'm
available
tired.
on Facebook,
okay.
Twitter, and Instagram as Mighty
I got
Works
this.
Character Portraits, or on ArtStation under my real name, Steve Boshear. Only one hand today. All right. Oh, there we
There's
go.
my hand.
Multiple hands is...
Doing this. Pretend it's also in Steve's
There you
camera.
go.
It's your
Win-win.
line.
Huh?
It's your line.
It is my line. We have a Discord.
Woot.
And for those of you who are often in the Discord but never in the chat, why? For those of you who are often in the chat but not in the Discord, why?
I don't know that person exists.
They could.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think
not.
so.
They're about as active in the Discord as
Yeah.
those three. Anyway, it's in a link somewhere below the video if you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube. Anywhere else, and you know, that's a copyright infringement.
Oh.
Damn!
Damn, got him.
Ooh.
So yeah, if you're watching this from like some weird third party streaming thing, it's not us.
And if it's embedded from our YouTube channel, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing. But
Yeah.
yeah.
In
Still
that
counts.
case, just go to the video in YouTube and then click.
Yeah,
the
because you
Discord
got to
link.
go to the actual YouTube site to subscribe anyway, which you
Yeah.
definitely don't want to do.
But also
'Cause
your
if you're-
computer probably has a virus.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Congratulations.
that YouTube site,
I work as a web designer in my day job, and you guys are just hurting my brain right now with all these words that you're saying. It's Matt's line.
ShadowsofArchonia.com, our merch store. Pretty cool stuff there. All the proceeds help us out. We don't make anything on this show. We're just here to have fun and play.
Wait. Help me, I'm poor.
Oh, where's everyone else's sunglasses? I don't have any.
is that the thing?
Well, I got him. What are we doing?
Help me, I'm poor.
Help me.
Is
Tell
that?
me I'm poor and almost blind?
I don't really get it.
No.
All right.
Well, then
Is that a
clearly
meme or something?
it's from a movie.
I was
All
playing
right, I
along,
missed
but I
it.
don't actually get it.
Well, if you want to watch other memes go under the radar, go to our Shadow of Archonia YouTube channel
Yes.
and watch all of our past episodes, all 90 of them.
91 of
This is
them.
91 right here.
Yeah, this is
No, this is 90.
This is
This is
92.
92.
Oh my goodness.
This is 92.
91 was 3 minutes ago.
That was a fun year.
I'll
I can't
let
reach
you guys
anyone
keep
else.
track of it all.
Wow.
Wait.
Boom.
Complete your other hand. We got to complete the circle.
Okay.
There.
Plus, that's
wow.
your dirty hand.
This is
What have you been doing with your right hand, Ellen?
That was my left
anyway.
hand.
As
Yeah.
Alan was
That one's
saying,
your
there's a
hand.
YouTube channel. If you didn't know, go find it. There's a Twitch
Yeah.
channel. If you didn't know that, go find that. Also, on both of those channels, you will find our other stream, which is Tales from the Backlog. I say our. Most of these guys haven't been up.
It's Steve's
Yeah,
other
actually,
stream.
Matt and Alan have been on it a few times now.
It's Steve's other stream.
But yeah, it's the other stream of this channel, and on that stream we try out different games other than D&D. We have a whole stable of other tabletop role-playing games and a rotating cast of players, so that we have a chance to try out things that are new. Currently in the middle of a Vampire the Masquerade game, but before we finish it up, oh gosh, this is going to air after 10 Candles, so before.
Technically, it is Dylan.
Anyway, there's his games there. I don't know
Go
what's
watch
coming
them
up.
on Mondays.
The schedule's running pretty thin for that anyway, but we have in the past played Vampire the Masquerade, Tales from the Loop, Simba Room, Star Trek Adventures. We've done Pathfinder 2. We've done Merkboard a bunch of times. We've done Monster of the Week. That still needs to be completed. We've done Hypertellurians twice. We did Dungeon Crawl Classics 3 times. We did Don't Rest Your Head a bunch of times. That one might come back again. We did Cyberpunk Red, thanks to Matt.
And Alan.
Alan did it on Fridays.
Oh, that's right.
We did Conan, which is terrible. And that's a longer story. Blades in the Dark, we've done a couple times. And numerous other things that are physically on the shelf. But yeah, we like it there.
Did
So
we
come
do
check us
Honey
out.
Bear?
We did
Friday.
Honey Heist
Oh.
both on this stream and on that stream.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Honey Bears. Badgers.
Honey Bears, Badgers,
Honey
yeah.
Heist.
Honey
So anyway,
Badgers.
that's a
That's
great
what we
show, and
were.
all the back episodes of that are over there. Everything's organized in a handy playlist if you want to watch this campaign or if you want to watch all the things from that stream. Also, I've started to create smaller playlists for games that are recurring, so you can watch all of our Cyberpunk stuff from both nights in one playlist. I haven't done a Honey Heist playlist, but there's only 2. It'd be kind of silly. Yeah,
Honey Heist was my favorite non-D&D one-shot, I think.
Honey Heist was good.
That's fun.
Mostly because I got to play in Alan style.
Yeah.
Alan style.
Alan
right?
style.
Opa Island style.
Honey Badger don't give a fuck.
We're done with credits.
Huzzah!
When last we left our heroes,
Things
they
happened.
had just slain Asmodeus, the god of tyranny. Yeah. So you know we're in high-level play. And the multiverse, which previously had been virtually destroyed, shrunk down to the size of a single room, is regrowing using our 4 player characters, not Kiergan, but Throck, also Ray, Lindaro, and Oven, as its seeds. However, it was discovered a little bit later that Abraxiel and Moira were also technically survivors from the previous iteration of the multiverse, and therefore were also being used as seed fuel for the regrown version of it. Asmodeus, who in the previous iteration was the most powerful god in existence, was one of the first to reappear as the multiverse regrew. And though he had no worshippers to empower him, he did still have a well of power saved up from before, making him very difficult to defeat, despite the presence of Oven, our new death goddess, Abraxiel, something, the massively powerful uber wizard Radomir Utgast, and eventually even Cord, the god of strength and storm, stepped in to take a personal hand in the events, along with 8 player
Didn't
characters
even do much.
and a storm giant
I mean, he just
and
needed to
a
do the one thing.
virtually immortal dwarf cleric of Pelor. It took, 2.5 sessions to beat Asmodeus with that crew? But it was done. Darrow, the Shadow Man, got the final hit. And then Abraxiel seemed to change sides. I mean, really, he's doing exactly what he always said he would.
Yeah.
He's trying to bring balance to the multiverse. He's taken up the task that Asmodeus left unfinished and just trying to create or complete a bastion of evil to match the bastion of good that Rod created. These two towers, the Black Tower and the White Tower, are the anchor points of those two elemental forces as the new multiverse regrows. So you all see, last session where we left off, Abraxiel apologized to Rod for what must be done. They've been friends for over 1 million years, these two. And then Abraxiel ported to the top of the Black Tower. And before anyone can react, you now see him scoop that tower out of the ground and teleport the entire thing away somewhere else.
Well, certainly not within the 5-mile range of the universe.
You don't know where. But all of you stand there. Raylan's mostly dead. Cord is here. What do you do?
Raylan says, did we win? Because I don't think he even saw him go over there.
No, you were laying down. You were prone.
Yeah.
On the lip of the tower.
Did we win? Can we rest?
Rod says, I don't think so.
So I can't rest yet?
What was...
I was gonna say, can I go back just a second? And when he teleports to the tower, Darrow just screams at him and throws his dagger, even though it's not even in range. It just flies at it and hits like the base of the tower.
You know what? As Rod is teleporting away, as Abe is teleporting away, he's actually going to reach out a finger and roll an insight check with advantage, since you've been seeing through Abe this whole time.
Uh, 22.
It's hard to read a Mind Flayer Lich. Their faces aren't right. But
they're not any more wrong than the rest of our faces.
yeah, their faces are unfamiliar. But you see something about the set of his eyes and the way his shoulders are that tells you that he just feels like shit. He can't stand himself right now. And he actually, as you throw that dagger, he reaches a finger out and points at it and directs it upwards, and it hits himself in the chest with it, and then teleports the tower away.
Jeez.
Well, there goes your knife.
Worth it.
It falls to the ground. He doesn't take the knife.
Oh, I didn't take it with him. Even if he did, I would have been fine with that. God damn it. All right, now and then you guys do your talk.
No, yeah, I just say that as like, so you tell me I can't rest? What happened?
How much time does he need to do whatever he's doing?
I believe that he teleported away because he feels his better chance is in secrecy. He's deliberately hiding the tower from us, but by moving it from where it was, he will have set it back several steps. He's going to have to start regrowing the tower from scratch.
How long will that take?
Well,
It didn't take very long this time around.
Slightly longer than 8 hours.
It was what? Roughly 6 to 10 seconds per layer?
When Rod first started his tower,
Mhm.
it took him like an hour per layer.
Oh, okay.
But it was not until Asmodeus came and launched the Black Tower that things started speeding up. So you're not totally sure. Nobody knows how long it's going to take Abraxiel.
That's true. He has a different...
Yeah. His power level is different. His location is different. Nobody, even Rod, can't tell you how long it's going to take.
We can't risk it. We have to go.
Right.
Wherever he is. I don't even know where he is.
Cord is going to speak up at this point. He's going to say, I must return to the other battle. But before I go, I will leave you all with that which is my domain. And he pounds Throck's hammer on the ground and bellows out, strength! And you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Oh shit.
Oh, no way.
And here I was just gonna keep rolling like 44s.
Well, that won't help me with spell slots.
And
It won't help
his-
you with spell slots, but it will help you with your healing.
How will a long
No,
rest not
well,
help you with a
yeah.
spell slot?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying what she was
Oh,
saying.
was
you're
doing,
right. Yeah. So as the echo of his voice fades away, Cord also vanishes.
Hmm.
Huh?
So Raylan's like, oh, thank God.
Rod, how do we find him?
Well, fortunately for you, the most powerful diviner in the multiverse, the old one even, was me. Give me a few minutes. He goes inside the castle. All of you also notice that Namir is gone. The storm giant. He's left behind his sword and all his gear, but he vanished when Cord did. Oh, actually, you send Namir on.
Oh.
You understand now that Namir was centuries older than he should have been, and then was brought back to life for this battle. So Cord has allowed him to go to his rest.
I think Rainier probably would have tried to connect with Rod for a second. You need any help with that?
If you can provide it.
Yep.
Okay. What does Raynor have that?
I mean, he has scrying, but he's a paladin of I believe it's of the Watchers.
Okay.
So he's used to.
Who's his god?
Watching.
Is it Aelv?
No, it's Haramathor. So Haramathor was the one that sealed the gap from the, was it Astral Sea or was it Elemental Plane? Anyway.
Good aligned though.
Yeah.
Okay. So Raynor will go inside with Rod, and the two of them together will concentrate on some sort of hybrid combined arcane divine locate object spell. Trying desperately to crack whatever protection Abraxiel has up over it.
Yep.
So at this point, it's everyone else still outside. Player characters, Squeak and Moira.
Darrow's pacing.
Is Jaquise still here?
Yeah, Jaquise passed the saves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still here.
So Jaquise, he just got the odd man out here, and he just says, "So, can we just go kill him now? Is everything fine?"
Rod's gonna come up to you. You know Rod. Rod's gonna come up to Jaquise and put a hand on your shoulder and say, "My friend, I know it isn't your strong suit, but you must have patience."
Patience?
That's the last thing he says before he goes inside. Actually, no. The last thing he says as he's walking through the doorway is, "Kiergan, teach him patience."
Yeah.
Kiergan just starts dropping water on your head.
Sure.
The worst thing you could do to
He's
a
just
cat.
he's just doing this the whole time.
Nope, let it hit.
And Raylan kind of looks and kind of goes to Dara and says, "I mean, will it be so bad if he finishes the tower? It's just gonna make balance, right?"
I'm still pacing. People like me can't exist again. Like how I was.
I think I know how you feel.
I'm a chaotic neutral.
Well, we better stop him then.
We have an opportunity here to make something that we've never had. And I want that.
Has the universe been expanding since the fight?
Yes. It's hard to tell because it was already like 5 miles across. So your guys are, I mean, it's, how can you tell when the sky's getting bigger? But yes, it has been expanding.
You can see more land.
Yeah, but you can't really see much land from up on top of a mountain here.
I mean,
so like when I first described it, like when you first came out, there was almost nothing, and then it expanded to 5 miles. But past that, it's like, is it still 5? Is it 6? I don't know.
I would imagine more things coming up, cropping up on the horizon, be like, oh, okay.
But also, I will point out, you guys are aware that other planes of existence still are, because Asmodeus came here from somewhere. Cord came here from somewhere. Oven has sent people on to their reward a couple times. So what you can see isn't all there is of the multiverse.
Raylan,
that might all be this size on the other planes, but
Raylan motions over to Oven. Says thanks for the help in the battle. But we still have that wish, right? Can't we just wish for that tower to stop? And it can be all done with?
What happened the last time you used the wish spell?
I didn't use it, ever.
He tried to take it from you, and you didn't.
I gave it
failed.
back to you.
Then who was the one who used the wish spell and sent that one dude back?
He did that on himself.
Yeah, he did that himself. You were the only player character who was there for that.
Yeah.
Daro kind of used a wish spell.
It was you, Rod, and that guy.
Oh.
And he was wishing for a lot.
He put a wish spell in the ring and used his other one to try and go back in time and blew himself up.
But just wishing for him to not build a tower should be a simple wish.
Starts raining blood. You hear from inside the tower, "Damn it!"
Wild magic.
We're not asking for him to go. We're not asking to kill him or go back in time or anything like that. Just to make him not build this tower. Then he won't be able to fulfill his plan.
Strategies.
I'll tell you what, Chaos. I'll give you the ring.
Oh, okay. So if it backfires and I die, you'll be alive. I like the way you think.
It's less that.
But you're literal chaos. You can't die either.
Yes.
You have no reason to think that.
Oh, I don't know that, right?
Nobody. That isn't true. Like, that's not a thing that's been said.
Oh.
Well, I am the only chaos right now.
It's less that and more, I believe in a balance. Not necessarily of good and evil, but life and death.
I mean, we're not killing him. The
No.
evil's still there. It's just making sure this tower can't happen.
Do you know he's evil?
I mean, he wants to keep making this happen. So.
No, he wants balance.
But
That doesn't mean he's evil. It might mean he's potentially misguided.
Somebody.
No! You all look over and see that Moira has been on her knees this whole time, praying. And when she hears you say misguided, you all look at her. And there is a glow around her whole body. And it starts to fade as she raises her head and stands up. He's not misguided. He's not guided at all. And that's the problem.
Oh, so he's chaos.
He's something.
I don't
He's
think
a
you're the
Broxio.
only chaos.
There's only one thing that's ever held that creature in check. And apparently, we have to do it again. You all get me to him. Paylor and I will handle the rest.
Well, for extra insurance, I'll take the ring, and whatever happens, I'll bear the responsibility.
Sure, I'll give him the ring.
All right.
As you make this self-sacrificing gesture, Raylan, you hear Zalios inside you just cursing and beating on the inside.
And like Raylan says, I hear you, but sometimes we gotta do the right thing.
You just prolonged sigh somewhere in your subconscious.
Right.
Yeah.
So at that point, we'll just wait until he gives us the location.
Or can you use the wish spell to wish yourself over to him?
Well, that's a waste to wish it over there.
Is it if Lyra and Taylor are supposed to be doing all the work?
It takes about an hour. And then at last, Rod comes and fetches you all. He has a gate open.
Okay.
And he says, "This will take us right to him, but we must go now before he shuts it down."
I ask, is there no way you can summon some more friends to help us?
Raylan or Jakeesh?
Raylan says that.
Rod shakes his head and says, "You forget. It was Abraxiel himself who summoned the friends we had. Jakeesh, Raynar, Orion, Alistair. I didn't bring them here. He did. At the time, he must have thought it was in his favor. Now, hopefully, those of you who remain will be on our side."
Is he more powerful than Asmodeus?
Power is a sliding scale at times. Asmodeus was more powerful in some ways, but Abraxiel is just different.
At that, Darrow is just going to start walking towards the gate.
All right. Ooh, look at all that stuff on my table.
Oh man, it's like we need a vacuum.
I have to take a lint brush to it usually, but we had this snow thing over it, so I didn't.
Can you fix the horizon? Thanks.
There we
You
go.
can just adjust the legs too.
So as you guys port through, I assume you're all stepping through now, yeah?
Yeah. I suppose.
Is anyone not going?
Not going?
I can't imagine why, but I'm not you guys.
We have, I don't know.
You know what? Darrow's tired. He's just going to...
Raylan has every reason to go. Jakeesh is just going to go because he's curious.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Same with Hobbin.
Yeah.
Beck is also going. She's been in the tower this whole time.
Oh, that's right.
Squeak?
Squeak's waiting to be told to go.
I'm just kind of looking at him like,
He's over there sharpening his knives, just like in a fashion that's not like because he plans to use them, but just because he hasn't gotten to do it in a really long time. and he just
Does
he says it exactly back to you in your exact voice with his Kenku abilities. He just goes and then he goes through.
does anybody need to stay here?
to guard the tower.
No.
That would be a Raynar or Rod question, probably.
Oh, you know what? Kiergan.
Yeah.
As you are, when you were coming into the tower with everyone to go to this portal,
Okay.
on your way through, you passed by the pile of gear and clothing that Namir dropped when he went on.
Mm.
And on top of it, shining in a fashion that seemed deliberately to call your attention specifically was the Medallion of Cord.
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as you pick it up,
Hang on to that.
you become the rightful owner of this castle.
Oh, wow. Oh, hey. Why is there one name?
Anyway, when you guys go through the portal, you find yourself in a deep, dark cavern. Jakish, when you come through, you recognize this whole cavern, this whole scene, and this tower. You didn't realize it when it was out of context above. This is the tower of Vizirin Devere, the Drow Archmage that you met in the Underdark a million years ago.
Not the Underdark.
And at that time, Jakish, specifically, you had been to Graven Hollow, the Storm Giant library under the earth, and you'd had a vision of the future. And you remembered, this was before you saw the tower, you remembered seeing a tower of white and a tower of black.
Wow, what
And
a callback.
between them was a great battle. In that adventure, you shortly thereafter found the Dark Tower, then fought a battle against all the demon lords of the Abyss, and then found the White Tower, which was Rod's. And here you are again, at the end of the multiverse and the beginning of a new one.
Yeah.
Again, standing between a tower of black and a tower of white, and they're the same towers. But this time, Abraxiel is the lord of the Dark Tower. For it was in this same tower where he found the book that told him how to become a Lich in the first place.
Yeah.
Jakish is the only, well, Rod knows this, but other than that, Jakish is the only one who recognizes this.
And Jakish was the one that helped him.
Yeah.
Jakish is he's just in awe of the location.
Yeah.
And he's like, how could this be? I've seen this before, but it's new.
And which future was that vision of?
Yeah.
The one you already lived through or the one that's happening now?
I wonder if any of the other people are here too. He says to himself.
Moira's here. Moira was inside of Broxiel at that time. So,
It's really too bad that we didn't film that.
It was, but that was a published adventure. So, the things our characters did were unique to us. But anyone can look that up. It was out of the Abyss. So you guys are going to arrive between those two stone thingies.
Right here?
Yeah, that's where the portal comes out.
Tinku, Moira. Is Rod coming?
Yes,
Rod.
can't miss this.
I don't know who this is. I think it's Raylan.
That's Raylan, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have Kiergan and Raynar.
I do?
The answer was nobody needed to stay behind.
I think Jakish is right behind
Yeah,
you.
nobody needed to stay behind.
Jakish is right there, yeah.
Yep.
He's up front.
Mortimer?
Even though I...
Mortimer's definitely coming.
Absolutely.
Fluffy would come too if he could.
Right? Hand-to-hand combat, Fluffy would beat Mortimer.
Okay. Alright, how do we do this?
Talon Tentacle?
I'm sad that Braun
Good
can't
question.
come because Braun is now.
Can anyone get me up there really fast? Like Alistair
I can
did.
throw you.
Can anyone get me up there without destroying me?
I can give you a hand and throw you, like put your foot in my hand and I'll just...
Push comes to shove.
I will shove.
Not really, right?
Oh, shit.
I'm going to say probably not because there's no plants in the area.
You're probably just as, just as fast as if we carried you, so...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm 30. Standard.
Yeah. Yeah, because we'd half our speed to do it.
So yeah, what happens when we walk through? I mean, we see all that, and then...
Nothing happens immediately.
Okay.
I know. Until Oven sees the well.
You can't see it from that angle, so maybe we should move this. Give the people what they want.
Give them what they want. Oven peeing in a well.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's what everyone's here for. That's what I'm here for.
That's what we all should be here
Whoa.
for.
Yeah, there is a well that Jakish doesn't remember being there.
It's an Oven.
Why is there a well here?
Rod
Oven
actually...
is clearly eyeing the well.
By the way, Oven is capable of changing sizes. She doesn't have to stay gigantic.
I know.
Okay.
But what?
When you say, why is that well here? Rod says, you forget the multiverse is not going to be exactly the same because it's regrowing from our memories, but also, well, your memories, but also your personalities. So certain elements will have changed. Somebody likes wells, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's me.
Somebody imagined that there could never be a tower without a well outside of it.
I mean, yeah.
Kieran wants to talk to Moira because he heard that something about this is strange, right? Like, what you need to get to him.
Oh, by the way, your telepathic link is gone. It was
Okay.
Abraxiel doing it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We need to get to him. So
I don't know you, human. Do you know what a mind flayer is?
well, I met him, but no.
The creatures you've been
Doesn't-
fighting, the ones at the outsides of the gates. Mind flayers are like them, but adapted to live here. They reproduce by inserting a larva into the brain of a humanoid. The larva eats the brain and replaces it, becomes the new brain. The humanoid's body then grows and changes and becomes a mind flayer. Obviously, people don't survive this,
No.
except for one. I did. Over 1 million years ago, over 2 million years ago. That larva in there crawled in my ear. But before I left, I prayed to my God. I said, my Lord Pelor, do not let this be the end of my service to ye. And Pelor allowed me to live on in the subconscious of the mind flayer that grew out of my body. That mind flayer was Abraxiel. At first he was a normal mind flayer. He lived with his people, with his kin. But he had me in his brain, always telling him the right thing to do. It was a conscience to him, you might say.
Yeah.
Eventually he left his people. He chose to try and follow a path of righteousness. He wouldn't help his people take over the world. They chased him. They called him insane. They said only an insane creature would want to help the humanoids. But Abraxiel did. He did right. He did good. He saved people. He helped people. Until the day he decided that he could no longer bear to do what mind flayers do, which is eat people's brains. He thought it was wrong. It is.
Yeah.
Also,
he found a way.
Oh, yeah.
Found a way that he could live on without having to eat brains anymore. He made himself a lich, an undead, immortal creature. He was able to live off the partial souls of beings, but no longer needed to kill them. Eventually, he grew in power even beyond that, but when he became a lich, it involved committing suicide, essentially. In order to become undead, he first had to die. He drank a poison containing the soul, the most powerful demon of the abyss. At that time, since the dawn of creation until then, it had been Demogorgon, the most powerful demon of all. Abraxiel killed and drank that motherfucker. And he died.
Yeah.
And then he came back. And at that time, my lord Pelor appeared to me for the second time in my life. He judged that Abraxiel had done well, that a mind flayer, an irredeemable creature, had been redeemed to the point of being willing to sacrifice himself to save others. And so he gave me a reward, separated me from Abraxiel, gave me a new body. For 2 million years, Abraxiel has used his own power to keep me alive because he believes he cannot make good decisions without me.
Seems like it.
Yeah, he was right. He did not make this decision with my help. Unfortunately, he can be a bit of a bully. I'm not always allowed to come out and give my opinion. I've been praying to my God, and he agrees with me. The only way to stop Abraxiel is to put me back inside.
And you're willing to do this, huh?
My name is Moira Smoothskin, and this is not the end of my service to Pelor.
And we all hear this speech, right?
Yep.
All right. So then we just throw you at his head. Help me with that part.
I wish I could. I don't know how he got us apart in the first place, but he told me in my prayers that if you can just get me up physically up to Abraxiel, that Pelor will handle the rest.
All right.
Can I pick you up and throw you?
I don't know what you can do. You give it a try.
Don't toss the dwarf.
Toss the dwarf.
Toss the dwarf.
Tossing the dwarf.
Yeah, in our world.
No,
Okay.
I got no pride about it. Just make sure I don't land too hard.
Right.
I can't.
Such a shame you
control
got rid
that
of
part.
Alistair.
I know.
Teleporter.
Yeah, just boom, bam.
What do I
That's it.
need to toss the dwarf?
How are you
try?
going to attempt it? Are you going to just physically pick her up and throw her?
Well, I could do that, or I could do what I was going to do with Tharo. Step in my foot and I'll...
I'd physically throw her.
I feel like
Yeah. That's an
I feel like
athletics
the
check.
anime way of doing it would be she would stand on your scythe and you would like throw her from the scythe.
Doorbell.
That's dinner.
You want to get it or?
Sarah will get it.
Skills. What are we doing? Athletics? Oh, fuck
Yes.
me.
Wait, your new god numbers though. You're like
That is with my new god numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am not proficient in dex. Anything.
Athletics is strength.
I'm not proficient in anything
So you have a +5.
Does
And
Abraxiel
advantage.
see us?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I did tell Carolyn to put the Abraxiel mini up there, but he's not actually on the roof. He must be inside somewhere. So you're throwing her at the tower?
Well, it's 25.
Natural 20.
Excellent.
Wow. Okay, so he's not actually there.
Yeah. I don't know if that changes what you wanted to do. Abraxiel is not.
He's not actually
roof.
up there.
But he's inside. But it's good to put it up there anyway.
Yeah, if you still want to throw her up onto the roof, that's
Not
that's
necessarily
fine.
a
But
bad
Abraxiel
plan.
isn't up there.
Not necessarily.
Is the hole still on the top that we made last time?
No, because he's building it from scratch again.
So you're throwing her anyway? You're 25?
Maybe not up at the top, but where's the door?
They're actually... Oh, you know what? There's a piece missing.
Where's the hole in the wall?
That's the door.
Ah,
Which direction do you want it?
Facing you guys.
Someone lift
I
it?
feel like
don't
Rod
have
and
to.
Raynar would have put the
I mean-
portal in front of the door.
Yeah.
Do we have to? We may not have to throw it.
Bam.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
you-
think it's 30 feet.
If you align those things exactly right, they actually did come out of one piece of styrofoam, but it takes a long time to find the exact right
It's fine.
shape.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the
okay.
idea.
But yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to gently toss her to the entrance.
Cool. She bounces off the wall of force that's surrounding the outside edge of the platform it's sitting on.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't use my entire strength.
yeah.
to I mean, I did.
So Moira goes towards the door, just like, ah! And then she just slides down.
Can I trade Darrow for Alistair somehow? Spell magic.
No.
well,
But you can look like Alistair.
That's true.
yeah, but but seeing that, Raynar will actually walk up to it and
Oh man, which one's Raynor? This guy.
touch it. Like, does it
Where's the wall?
bounce
Is
you
it like right
back?
here?
It's exactly on the edge of that thing. It goes all the way around.
Okay.
Does it like actually bounce you back, or
No, it's
or
just impenetrable.
it's just impenetrable? Great.
And now that you guys have noticed it, it's
yeah.
actually no, it's still invisible. It's still invisible, but you can feel it.
this has got to be a pretty strong one, huh? How about
Rod says, on a scale of 1 to 9, I'd call it a 5.
on a scale of 1 to 9, you'd call it a 5?
About a 5.
I mean, I can try a 5. Sure. Dispel magic, level 5.
Sure.
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
Okay, Ed,
Yeah.
nothing happens. And then
Nothing
Rod
happens.
goes, you know, he might have put more like a 9 into it.
I mean, I have a roll of
Yeah,
as,
go ahead.
as a possibility.
Go ahead and roll.
So the 19 to...
All right, here we go.
Come on, nat 20.
Probably not gonna work. No, it's not gonna work because it's like a 17. Because I think that it's your that plus your spellcasting modifier. Yeah, no, it only got a 17.
Okay.
So for that dispel magic.
Rod is going to, now that you guys are here, take this opportunity to begin countering Abraxiel's growing of the tower. So go ahead and take the top portion off.
It's a good bet he knows we're here now.
Yeah. So this will have the effect of stopping this thing from being immediately completed, but also taking Rod effectively out of the combat.
Okay.
He's not as powerful as Abraxiel. This takes all of his focus to do.
Oh. Good. Can't stop yawning. Any other ideas?
Pee in the well.
I mean, it can't hurt.
You hear Abraxiel at this point.
Don't you dare be in my well.
Yeah. Not the weakness.
Raven Queen,
Sorry.
you know that I am in the right. Why have you come to do battle with me?
I'm just coming for the show, really.
I know you just threw a dwarf at my tower.
Nah.
Making the show more interesting.
Oh yeah, where's she? She's right here. So she's like here too. Cause
Do we all hear, or just her?
No, I'm pretty sure.
You all hear.
Okay. Raynar's gonna blow all of his spells. See invisibility. Do I see anything?
You see the wall of force.
Oh, yep, that's there. We knew that. What a waste. Detect good and evil. No, that's not the one. That's not the one.
That's not the one. You can turn on Divine Sense at that.
Divine Sense. That's what I want.
speaking of the
There's an
well,
Abraxiel here for
There
sure.
is an Abraxiel here.
He's probably inside the building.
Darrow is
Yeah.
gonna actually go look inside the well.
Oh, all right. Roll perception.
Perceiving.
Pee in it.
I mean,
Pee in it. Pee in it.
that's your thing, though. I mean, I'll do it with you, but non-natural 20.
Some water in there.
How deep?
You can't tell. It's water. It's
How
not
much more
super
water
bright
can
in here.
fit in there?
I mean, it's not all the way to the top, but it's definitely a well. Abroxial doesn't need to drink water.
That's why I was wondering why it was here.
Mhm.
Like, it seems so kind of out of place.
Rod kind of offered a possible explanation for that.
Was that she brought it
Yeah.
in? Got it.
I mean, you guys aren't doing it consciously, but yeah.
Listen,
Well,
if we need it down, I can keep trying.
I mean, we do need it down, obviously. Can I just, if she willed in a well, can I will in like a way in?
Well, again, it's not an act of will.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a thing that it kind of happens from your subconscious as the multiverse regrows.
Got it.
And it, in all likelihood, it's not that the tower was here and then a well appeared, but more like as the whole room appeared, there was just a well in it this time.
Random generation.
Yeah. This, by the way, behind the screen knowledge, this is how I'm planting the fact that the entire world map's going to be different from campaign 2. Because it's coming back similar, but not the same. That's why there's a well there.
Got it.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, let's bring it down.
Keep
do
going?
Do what you can.
Alright.
Can we help you?
Can the
I can help
goddess
you.
use
I can
her
help you.
goddess abilities and warp the reality?
Oh, Rowan.
You could, but before you do, let me have you do an
not an attack roll,
Arcana
though.
check.
Never mind. Bless will not help you.
12.
12.
12.
That's good enough.
Really?
It is, because this
I know.
this is something that would be knowledge. In a certain age of the world would be common knowledge. This is the Wall of Force spell.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bigger 9th level version of it, but it says right there what can bring this wall down. It's in the last paragraph.
I see that.
Beat it with a big sword.
Nope.
Oh, I know. I'm just kidding.
But if I keep going,
Nope.
maybe?
Nope.
No?
What can be it down?
Sacrificing virgins?
Can I bring him back?
Who?
His foxy boy.
Right?
Oh, what does he have?
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
You
I'm sorry,
can
player
use
knowledge.
you can use your divine ability or deific power to reshape reality on that. This will be a religion check. I'm going to say, what's your religion modifier?
11.
11. Okay, I'm going to say if you hit a DC 27,
Holy
you
So I
can.
gotta roll a 16?
moly.
Yeah.
Wait,
You
wait.
can.
Somebody give her some blessing or something.
Nobody can do that. Hallister's the one she's trying to bring back.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Can I try again?
You can try again in an hour in
Yeah,
game
fine.
time. Yeah. Well, that's fair. That's a good attempt.
Well, in that case, I'm going to take a very long pee in the well for the next hour.
And after
you guys
I
doing
haven't
that,
gone since the beginning of creation.
all right. It does not take you an hour, but
Yeah, Daryl's gonna like
I mean,
definitely
you
walk away
can
from
choose
that.
to manifest more pee
Step
inside
back.
your body and make it take an hour, but I mean, that's up to you.
You may walk me over to the well.
Oh,
I was being serious.
I knew.
Oh, I know.
I knew you were serious. I've played games with you before.
I
Oh,
I don't know.
come on.
Silence!
Rainer, oh, come on, man.
Look, unless you can disintegrate this wall.
How tall is it?
The tower?
The
The
wall.
Ah, you don't know. Wait, Raynar knows.
Raynar, how tall is the
Oh
wall?
yeah, I can see. Oh yeah, it's about
It's a dome that goes right over where the top of the tower
It's-
when you got here. Rod shortened it, so now there's
Yeah.
about 10 extra feet.
Yeah. It just kind of, it's the whole thing. It's kind of the whole thing, man.
And while Misty Step or anything like that wouldn't work through it.
I'm gonna look over at Raynar as I'm peeing and say, "You can fly, right?"
But it's a dome.
Dome.
Right, but how do you know there's not a hole on top of the dome?
Raynar can literally see.
Oh.
He casts see invisibility. He can see the whole wall.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast command
On.
the wall and tell it to
Drop.
open.
Oh.
Yeah, open.
Wild magic check for Raynar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's do that.
That's kidding, by the way.
That's
I'm
a
not
19.
actually casting command. I need my spell slots.
Oh wait. See invisibility. 6. Okay. Did I cast anything else? No, not yet.
Okay, so Raynar's up to a 3.
I'm about to purify food and drink though.
Really?
Bring
Because
up
I'm
some of
peeing
the.
in the well.
I'll just bring back.
You're purifying the well?
Yeah.
Roll it again.
Purify the well.
There
Sure.
goes all the
This
spell
is
slots
a
from the paladin,
waste.
guys.
Such a waste.
Why though?
I don't know.
Why are
6.
you doing that?
I don't know. I'm because I got thirsty while she was so pulled up some water and drink.
You have a
some-
canteen, okay? You have
No,
a
I'm
canteen.
not gonna do that. No,
All
okay.
right.
Can I come through the time thing? All right, I'm taking that back. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'm not actually.
I'm believing you at 4, though.
Fine.
Ridiculous.
Question.
Yeah.
No. Can astral projection go through the wall?
Oven would know that.
Alvin only read the...
I only read the last part.
Yeah. Could Alvin have the book back?
I'll just tell you. It is, the wall, if you would like to tell him, you know that the wall is immune to all damage, can't be dispelled by a dispel magic, and
Only
would be
disintegrate.
instantly destroyed by a disintegrate spell. It extends into the ethereal plane. So it blocks ethereal travel through the wall.
Is there
So
any-
I believe astral projection means you're on the ethereal plane. I'm not totally sure.
It says. It says you go into the astral plane.
The astral plane. Oh, that's a whole other. Yeah. So you basically wouldn't be here anymore if you did that.
But could I just walk past the thing and come back?
No, you'd be on a completely different plane of existence. You wouldn't have.
They
You
should
wouldn't
go
know where
in.
you are.
Oh, I see.
If you could astral project, and then also you had some way to open a portal from the astral plane back to the inside of the wall, then you could do it. But you don't have that. So.
But even then, that would only get you in. It wouldn't help us.
Yeah.
Astral projection issue.
Goddess, is there anything I can do to help bring him back, even if it's just for a moment?
What?
Are you guys? I mean, if you guys are really going to wait an hour for her to be able to try that again, then that means you're basically leaving this up to Rod by himself fighting the tower
Yeah, I don't know.
for
what
a
else
full
to,
hour.
I don't know what else to do. I'm a fighter. No.
What about
I mean,
No, I can't.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
that's
Daro.
it. Yeah,
Wait.
I see.
I'm trying to think of anything with my shadow.
Daro.
Yeah.
I do have.
Roll a insight check.
It's a good one for me. I rolled terribly, but I still got a 15.
So you actually do notice something. You can all see right through the wall, which means that light passes through it.
Light passes.
Which means that the lack of light passes through it.
oh.
Which means,
My shadow.
yeah.
Also,
Also,
darkness.
no, spell effects can't go through it.
Then yeah, I'm going to. Where's my shadow? There he is.
Oh wait, actually, spell effects could go through it.
And if the spell effects go through it...
You know what? This is worth a shot, and I'm going to separate my shadow.
Okay.
And now that I can control him and see through him, because I finally got that master of shadows, I'm going to, my eyes will, go blank, and my shadow will start walking, and he'll climb up, and he'll...
The shadow is able to go right through. The shadow, which looks like real Darrow.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
Is able to go right through.
Could I go through with...
Umbral form?
Incorporeal form.
Incorporeal form. Let me read that. Is that a spell?
It's my skill that I got at starting at level 14.
Oh, so it's a
run
dark arts thing?
Temporarily incorporeal.
Yeah. Nothing can physically pass through it. The definition of incorporeal is not physical, so you can do that.
Question.
So I can go through.
If spell effects can go through it,
Mm-hmm.
and people can go through those spell effects.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oven's gonna look over at Darrow and go how'd that happen?
What happened?
Your shadow.
I hope you're talking to my shadow, because my real self is...
No, I'm talking to your real... Oh.
Oh, well, the shadow turns to you and responds. I don't know. In theory, once I saw that light goes through, I figured darkness or the lack of light could go through as well.
And I'm gonna turn incorporeal. Spend 2 sorcery points.
Why would you do that?
And go through.
Well, that was dumb.
Okay, that was dumb. So 2 of you are through. You can teleport to where your shadow is.
Yes.
So you can just be in.
Yes, I was debating whether or not I wanted to do that, but I am going to do that.
I'm going to go all the way in.
Oven's going to look
slow down
at the rest of the people on the outside and say, well, if the lack of light can go through this wall, go ahead and just start walking. She's going to cast darkness.
Your darkness spell would go through, but the wall still stops people from physically passing.
But that's what I asked. If
the spell effect goes through, but the effect of that spell is it stops a wall of force from working. Yeah. You just make it dark.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look around real quick from the inside, and there's it's a spell. There's nothing generating this wall.
Step again.
Nothing that we can find.
I mean, you're Darrow. You have no way of knowing that.
That's true. Oh, okay. I was hoping for something obvious, but yeah.
No, there's not a big wall of force machine with a label on it and a gear tent spinning.
So what do we do, guys?
Awesome.
Do we go ahead or do we wait for you?
If there were plants on either side, this would be easy.
Well, as you well know,
is that spell
travel
concentration
through plants can be accomplished with mold or moss. You've seen your other druid friends, including Beck, do it.
Is there mold and moss?
I'm gonna look around for mold and moss on the other side.
Yeah, there's lichen growing. It's a damp cave. There's stuff in there.
Right. Everybody gather around.
What? Yeah.
Everybody on this side of the wall.
I think the spell actually does require a bigger plant. I've already established in this game that we don't require that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Oven's special.
Yeah.
Oven is a goddess after all.
Does everyone?
Rod does not go through.
Okay. Yeah,
Rod can do this from anywhere he can see the tower.
Sick.
Oh, okay. So he and Mortimer stay outside, but everybody else going. Okay.
Mortimer will go.
Mortimer will go. Oh, okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Apparently, that's what owls sound
That's
like.
smart.
Yeah.
I think that's real smart.
So anyone who wants to can bamf right in there.
Cool.
You can only send them to a plant that you can see or have seen. So they're outside the tower. They're basically where Raylan and Darrow are.
Cool. Everyone goes bloop.
And I go bloop while I go.
Oh,
Small.
You go. Small oven's back.
You go small.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed you, small oven.
All right, everyone's up. Whatever.
Oven has already lost an antler in the big oven version.
It might have just not printed properly.
Rip.
Um,
Rip all of my antlers.
I can imagine it'd be very difficult to print those
It's
antlers.
very hard to get the little pieces to print. Yeah. Well, there you guys are.
Sweet.
There's a big old door in front of you.
Sheldon, any thoughts? Final words?
Patience. And I'm gonna I'm gonna examine. I want to see if I can see any traps on the door or something like that. It may not be good.
Normally
at
my
it,
job.
but I could try.
Roll perception.
Any
I wanna
traps,
help him with that.
Any whatever.
What,
I'll
is
let
that the
just
way you guys
do
want to do it?
No.
Maybe it should be that way.
No.
Maybe it should be you helping.
Kiergan
And Dara
Kiergan's
looking.
about to wait. Patience. We should check the door.
Who actually has higher perception between you two?
I mean, it's good. Oh, him.
Plus 12?
Yep.
Perception is plus 12?
Oh, yeah. No, like what? 4?
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
Kiergan's
plus 4.
helping you look
Yeah, I'm
for
just
stuff.
helping you.
All right, great. 24.
You see no traps.
Great.
Okay.
Looks clear.
All right.
Anybody who does not have a ring of mind shielding equipped, but has one, should probably do so.
None of you guys have your rings of mind shielding.
Where did our rings go?
This is brand new information to you.
What the fuck?
You have
Really?
no idea where the rings went.
Wow. I mean, Kiergan never had it anyway. So.
Anybody see where the rings went?
Even Jackie?
Nobody has one.
Yeah.
Anybody who had anything that would prevent divination or mind reading, it's gone.
Wow. No sense in turning back now.
Even as you notice it and have the thought, oh shit, this stuff is gone, you hear Abroxio go, well, I'm not stupid.
Looking at what you're doing here, yes you are.
Nobody understands me. All I ever wanted to do was save all of existence. People seem to think I'm the bad guy.
You're like you're half of the people remaining that believe that this is the only way to save existence.
Do you know that in the old days, like in the Second Age, they used to talk about me to their kids like I was a boogeyman, like I was going to come eat their brains? I literally killed myself so I wouldn't have to eat brains.
Noble.
Yeah, well, now I'm becoming the embodiment of all evil in order to save the multiverse.
Isn't there another way, though? Can't you do it without becoming the ultimate evil?
Well, we could have let Asmodeus do it, but would you really want that guy being in charge of evil? I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but he's evil.
Aren't you evil?
Well, not yet.
Listen.
But I thought you don't like evil, though.
I don't like evil, but we kind of need it. That's the whole thing I've been saying.
Or we could see what happens if we don't need it.
Roll a persuasion check.
Sure. Finally.
You fail. Not joking. You fail.
Oh, man.
Well, you'll have to, okay. I understand where you're coming from and why you believe this.
I know you do.
You need to understand that we're good and we're going to have to try to stop you no matter what. Except her.
I mean, that's why we came all the way over here. That's why we even went inside that dragon with the books, tampered with it, restored
For
balance
months,
there.
I've been telling you guys you need to restore the balance. You finally have a chance to do it, and you want to throw it away because Rod said so?
It's just the thing is, we're going off of your word.
No, you're not. You're going off of Rod's word. He's been dead for most of this time.
Well,
apparently we've had many eons of balance, and we've seen how it worked out. Why not try the other way?
What you saw was imbalance, and that's exactly what I'm trying to prevent.
No, which is the result of balance that tipped the other way.
God damn it, this is pointless.
Avin is going to turn to Rod and say, so, is there any way that I can maybe call a council of the gods that are back in existence?
Not really my area. He grunts as he is continuing to strain against Abraxiel's will.
Abraxiel?
Ah!
Any way I can call a council of the gods?
But I'm kind of busy.
Well, how about we just pause
answer?
for a
Can you
minute?
just like pause for a second?
Everyone stop!
Can you just like...
Everybody stop concentrating on their towers for a second.
No thanks.
I just want...
What's the rush?
The rush is you guys are going to try and stop me unless I finish it.
Now if we talk about it...
We're trying
You're going to talk me down. You're going to try and talk me down because you think that I need a conscience, because
am
Moira told you
not
I need a conscience.
trying to talk anybody down.
I know that, Raven Queen. You're one of the good children. But these guys are going to try and talk me down.
I just want
clarification.
to know if there is a way that I can call a council of the gods and get on over there.
I do not work in the whole god sphere. That's not what I do.
Where's Dave?
Last I saw him, he was holding the line at the edge of reality.
Fuck.
You know what?
Where's Jack?
This sucks. Roll for initiative.
Does he actually say that?
Yes, he does. And
I don't know what that means.
None of you guys know what that means, but you suddenly feel intense danger.
Wow,
We're going to go ahead and take our break. We'll do the initiative
Watch
roll
is
when
so
we come back.
powerful, he's outside the fourth wall.
Yeah, he's outside
Yeah.
for sure, outside the fourth wall. No question.
He knows it's a game.
We're gonna do it before.
Oh, sure. We may as well do it now.
Okay.
All right.
sucks.
Obviously.
And do we get any buffs or modifiers?
Yeah, you get +6.
Cool.
This time.
So what's yours?
Uh,
21.
Oh my gosh.
With the +6.
Death Goddess?
Jeez.
I'm doing math.
10 million. That's crazy.
22
Oh,
and
he's got
6 is
advantage on
28.
it, so
Yeah, it sure is.
got advantage on it.
Is that
Raylan?
22? 17, 5, 6?
Oh,
Raylan
okay.
rolled
11,
a natural
28.
20.
For how much?
Natural 20 plus your, how much again?
6 from him.
6, so 27.
And Jakish?
I gotta double check what his initiative
50
is.
billion.
Sorry, one second.
I feel like the minimum Jakish can get is like 25.
Probably. Especially when he's getting +6.
Yeah.
+6.
Are you serious?
I rolled another natural 20.
Okay.
So,
Well, I think we found your dice.
so
30
Yeah,
something.
right?
So 30 plus 6, 36.
Jeez.
Damn. Okay, Raynar?
Wow.
I mean, what is that? 22.
I never rolled
And
two
Kiergan?
20s in a row. That was my first time.
Kiergan got a 35.
Okay.
Rolled a 19. So,
And Rod's going to get
so just under you.
27.
So Rod and Raylan do a roll off.
No. Wait, what did I get?
Seven.
Raylan will go first.
Okay.
PCs can beat NPCs automatically. All right, and then everyone else is going to auto roll.
Gee.
All right. When we come back from the break, Winds of Jakish will be first.
All right.
Of course he
Oh,
will.
In a
Yes.
turn of events that surprises nobody.
Nobody.
Let's go eat dinner.
From creating religions and cities and people.
We are back.
Oh,
Hello.
hey, we are back.
We're having conversation, but also we're back. So we rolled for initiative before the break, but
Uh-oh, there's butts.
before we get into the combat, the Raven Queen would like to attempt to summon a council of the gods. If this succeeds, You will create a pocket of frozen time in which you can commune with your fellow deities.
And be
First,
like, what a buck.
what gods are you summoning?
Deities.
Jack.
Copy that. Yandala.
His.
Arathis.
Arathis. Or Carolynn. Or both.
Or both.
Yes.
Both are
both.
good. Yeah.
Cord.
Cord.
Palor.
Do you know Raynars?
I don't.
You do know 2 other goddesses, but they're basically the same goddess as you.
The last 2, Fetch and
Rhys Kraban.
Rhys. I always forget her name.
Fuck it. Call him.
Okay, then this is gonna, for all of those, it's gonna be, okay, to get everyone, it's gonna be DC 30. If you get above 20, you'll get someone.
Okay.
If we get...
I have gotten above 20.
Definitely above 20.
I think I have gotten 29.
I was gonna say, if we get Rhys, we should bring Sarah back. Sarah!
With the 29,
I've gotten 29.
you get everyone except Palor.
Fuck that guy.
You get a sense as you reach out to these other deities that there's something extra preventing Palor from coming back physically. Like, he's around, his power is a little bit available, but...
Is it the Dark Tower?
It's hard for him to manifest. It's why he wasn't on the battlefield. You don't know what. But Rhys and Fetch come immediately. Next, Cord and Arathis show up. They have a compact with the Raven Queen, so they're here. Carolynn shows up eventually.
He's an old guy, you know.
Yeah. Cord says, "What would you have of me, young queen?"
And Jack doesn't come at all, right?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Jack comes. Yandal, in her full form as Yandala. Which is still tiny. It's just not disguised as a boy anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Does what the Lich say? Does what he says... Whatever. Does he make sense? In the balance. I have very limited history of us, as I am now one of us for a couple weeks.
Rhys Kraban speaks. She says,
Sarah.
Yeah, I wish, but she basically need to have my brain in her head. She says, I am the oldest of us here, for death entered the multiverse before any other thing did besides life itself. I remember always there was the balance, but I don't remember who told me about it. Arathis says balance must be maintained. There must be order. In this, Asmodeus was correct. Abraxiel seeks balance between good and evil, but cares not for law or chaos. If he is allowed to become the linchpin of evil in the multiverse, things will be disordered. I vote to oppose him. Yandala says, I don't know where this balance thing came from, but it seems to me the wizard has it right. Evil cannot exist without good to oppose it, but the reverse isn't true. Good is selfless. Good doesn't need to be recognized. It doesn't matter if there's no evil to compare it to, good will still be good. I vote to oppose the Lich. Fetch says, I straight up don't know. I have no idea.
You and me are the same.
Yeah, I mean, literally, this bitch stole me out of my mother's womb, and this has been my life the whole time. So
That sounds like her.
Yeah. Cord says, I care not for good or evil, but if a foe presents itself, you fight him.
His logic is sound.
That's very Throckian.
Carolynn will say, I celebrate that which is light and life. Evil would oppose it. I once believed in the balance. I believed it so strongly that I was one of those who bestowed godhood upon Asmodeus, for he had kept balance in our multiverse. But that act meant to keep balance ended up throwing us off balance. I do not know that I am qualified to judge anymore. But if Abraxiel is evil, then the forces of good must oppose him, balance or not.
That's my guy.
Did I get them all?
Was that all of them?
I think so.
Paylor didn't show. Yandala, Cord, and Arathis all spoke.
Yeah.
Fetch and Reese spoke. Yeah.
So Reese is of the mind that the balance was always there, but
Reese
she doesn't
isn't
remember.
super sure. She doesn't know where she got the idea.
Which kind of goes along with what Rod said.
Oven's the only one there, right? We're not there.
Correct. She froze time. Only
Yeah.
gods can be in it.
Then if a majority of those of you whom I know oppose the idea of the Lich being the bastion of evil in this new age,
Arathis speaks again. It must not be him, but there must be one. Someone who embodies order. Perhaps we can hold the tower in its current state to await the rebirth of Asmodeus or Bane. Bane, you would now know, is a god of war, a lawful evil god of war, once worshipped by humans.
not like Grumsh.
What's that? No,
Not
Grumsh
like
was chaotic. But, yeah, basically Bane was a human god of war and Grumsh was an orc god of war. But it was... Yeah, Arathis will actually continue. It was Bane who once united us against the chained god. He is evil, but he is of order.
Then do we await the rebirth of Bane?
We have no way of knowing when or where such a thing will take place, but perhaps I can guard the tower in the meantime. Reese says, perhaps I can guard the tower, and glares at Arathis.
Don't know what's going on between you two.
Oh, and Fetch will speak to you. Oh, Mother's power hungry. I don't know if you noticed that she made 2 copies of herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, I love fetch.
I suppose I will tell my companions then that we oppose. Abraxial specifically, but not balance.
Okay.
Thank you for your wisdom and your counsel.
Cord says, "Sure thing. I'm going to be sending you some packages real soon. Watch out." And then he's gone.
Okay. I hope those are in the form of Granda and
Money.
pork.
No, he means he's going to kill some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have nothing further to say, they will all start to leave, except for Jack Yandala, who will come up to you and say, "Mistress,
Yes.
I know that you like balance and order and everything, but you know, there's nothing wrong with things just being nice." And then she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm going to unfreeze time now.
So then
That's
you
how that
guys
works.
take the left. We'll
What?
take the right. What? Aren't we in it? Aren't we? We're going in, right?
We've held a council.
Did anyone else just taste purple for a second? Says Rod.
Is that?
Probably. We held a council.
You
And-
win.
Don't
Anyway.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
The consensus is opposing Abraxial.
Pausing and Roxio? Like what we're doing right now, right?
So the plan hasn't changed.
The
So
plan has not changed.
kill all evil, right?
No.
But he's the evil though, right?
Well, he even said not yet. So oppose, but does that mean we wipe him out?
I mean, I'm gonna kill him. So
If you guys remember, it was actually Abraxiel who told you to roll for initiative. So he's coming for you like
Yeah.
this second.
Yeah.
Jakish, you got 36 on your initiative.
I mean, do we see him?
No, but you're standing outside his door.
knock knock.
Just Keith was just ready an attack for when he sees him.
Are you gonna stay where you are?
Where's that flat black piece that we were
Flat.
using for the inside of the tower before?
Flat, please. Oh, yeah. Where
Because
was
it's
that?
actually
No,
it's actually
I
the floor
have
of
it, I
this.
have it.
Yeah.
You get it.
So if we take the whole tower up and we'll put that there,
Yeah.
this is actually
this
the
is-
floor of the bottom piece.
So
Yeah,
So?
it's like that.
Blah,
So we can lift that up and just see the floor, and that's the inside of the
Okay.
tower.
okay, cool.
So what you guys see, that's an opening in the center that is basically
They don't see it.
it's that opening in the center is a permanent levitate spell. If you walk in there, it's basically like an elevator that'll take you up to the next floor.
Sick.
The rest of the tower is otherwise empty. Jakish, the door's in front of you.
I mean, does Jakeith see the levitate?
Yes, and you also remember it from last time.
Oh yeah. Do I remember where the main floor is? At the very top.
When Vizirin had this tower, he had different uses for each floor, so you're not sure where Abraxiel will be. He had like living quarters on one, a lab on another, a library on
Let's
another.
clear it floor by floor.
Yeah.
But he's coming to us right now. So
Then let's set up.
all right, so Jakeith will just get into position, and as soon as he comes down, or as soon as he sees him, he's gonna attack him
Okay.
with fury of blows and all that
We'll
stuff.
get close right there.
Yeah,
Like
so
right
he's
up on
ready.
it.
He's gonna ready himself.
You can hold your action, which means you get
Dude can
the
teleport.
two
Who knows
attacks,
if he's gonna
not-
come down the elevator?
Not the bonus.
There's only
Bonus is
two?
forfeit. Yeah. Your main attack is the only thing you can hold.
That's fine.
Just-
I mean, he doesn't want to go in there
Wait.
blind.
Just remember, he doesn't need the elevator.
Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna have to see him first.
I mean, he could just appear behind you.
That's why he's ready.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for Jakish.
Mhm.
Kiergan's up.
So you're looking to kill or stop?
Stop.
Kill.
Stop, kill.
Whatever one comes first.
Okay. He still doesn't really know. So go get in and just kind of be over to the side. Gonna dodge as an action.
Dodge is next.
Yep. For what it's worth for a, lich.
Okay. Raven Queen.
Raven Queen. Raven Queen.
Where is Rod still on the outside?
Yeah, Rod is out there directly opposing Abraxiel's will in creating the tower, so he won't be joining the combat.
That's fine. She's going to turn to Rod and speak to him through the invisible barrier. I had a council of the gods, the ones that I know, anyway. 2 of them agreed with you that balance is not necessary, and light and life and good are the only forces that ought to be.
Yes, the chained god was an interloper from the far realm. He brought the concept of evil with him.
There was a time.
The rest of them thought that balance would be the way to go.
I figured. I'm surprised you found even 2.
They suggest, instead of Abraxiel waiting for Bane to return, and in the meantime, Arathis can guard the tower.
This has been kind of a long turn.
Sorry.
If you want, no problem. But if you want to take any actions on your turn, you can do it now. I'm just gonna say Rod's turn happens to be next, so
Okay.
he'll reply to you on his turn.
Okay. That's really all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do besides speak?
I don't know if I want to ready an action, because there's not really anything I feel like. You know what? I'm going to ready an action.
Which is
Polymorph.
on
Abraxio.
as soon as you see him.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Rod's turn. He's just concentrating on the tower. He's directly opposed, so the tower doesn't move. But
Line of sight.
Sure, yeah.
he will say to you, Bane is power hungry and foul. He once united the gods under a single banner in a war, but that doesn't mean that he's somehow better than Asmodeus or Abraxiel.
But he's not chaotic. We already have chaos.
Have you wondered what the analogy of this tower was in the previous iteration in the multiverse? What was the bastion of evil then?
Phallic.
Somebody shut him up.
I have not.
It was the chained god Therisdune. All concept of evil and chaos came from him and flowed outward. When Asmodeus sought to create this tower, he was trying to usurp that place. He was trying to become the new definition of evil. Abraxiel seeks the same. If we wait for Bane, then it will be him. Whoever controls this tower becomes essentially a fundamental force of the multiverse itself.
Defines evil.
Do you think that this Bane, who you just heard of seconds ago, is somehow a good candidate for that job?
Perhaps a more neutral god.
No one can do this job and stay neutral. The only solution is to eliminate it. If we allow evil to persist, then evil will be done to people, to those we love. It's going to be the end of his turn, and it's going to be Raylan's turn.
Well, Raylan hears all this conversation, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're yelling.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, just shut up, can we fight? Well, you guys are getting super philosophical. I mean, I get it, it's important, but come on.
I guess for now, Raylan's just gonna activate his Tasha spell.
Question.
Otherworldly guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
otherworldly guys.
Roughly how long would you say that council was?
Instant.
From your perspective, a few minutes. For everyone else, time was frozen. You're waiting till your hour's up.
Yeah.
So you cast Tasha's Otherworldly guys. Anything else?
No, and Raylan's just gonna. No, he's just gonna wait a little bit and see what happens with the situation first.
Okay. Raynar.
All right. Raynar is going to pat the dwarf on the back.
Pat, pat, pat.
Okay, I thought you were going to say on the head. We were in a whole other combat.
Nope. He knows better than that. And go. Seems like you might be the only one with the right idea. Death Ward. And then proceeds to go in.
I'm winning.
Okay.
So Death Ward has been cast. Roll the 12 on the wild magic save. So.
Oh, yeah. Distracted, sorry.
So Death Ward is just, you know what Death Ward is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but brings her back up, right?
Yeah. Would drop to 0, drops to 1 instead.
Raynar's over here. What was your roll on the wild magic?
12.
Okay. You're up to
Something
5.
that's- Yeah. Okay.
Daro.
Darla is going to move just because dim light in here, right?
Yeah.
So he's just going to move to against the wall for now, like outside the door. And
Outside. Okay.
yeah, he's staying outside. Bonus action hide. And he's going to cast Tensors Transformation.
Oh.
Wild magic.
That was my hiding, and this is my wild magic. 4.
Oh.
You've triggered it. You were at 4.
Sick.
What was your hide?
What?
How much did you get to hide?
Oh, not. I didn't roll high, but I automatically. The fuck did my tab go?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's nobody
Oh.
looking at you, so you can be
Yeah,
successful.
it's also like insane. Oh, that's right. It's in a whole other. Anyway, 50, right? If there's a 0 on the
Yeah.
I think it,
single digit dice, it's just
Yeah.
50.
50.
How do I go back to that? There it is.
Okay. Let me see something real quick.
Oh boy.
you fucked up.
Meteor Storm.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, I get 50 temp. It's been a 50 temp HP and I rolled 50.
You might need those.
Oh, here we go. A skeletal rat burrows out of your shoulder and obeys your commands until it is killed. It has the statistics of a normal rat, except that it's undead.
Oh.
You have
I
a
just
rat.
look at you,
It hurts. It comes out. It's made of shadow.
shake my head.
There's shadow blood where it crawled out of your shoulder.
Well,
It looks like it was made out of pieces of your own bones.
hello there, little guy.
Shaking my head at you.
Why? You don't like him? He's
You
amazing.
have created the first undead in the new.
Nope, Broxio.
Broxel is undead, yeah.
But he wasn't created here, so.
Well, yeah.
So again, he has
Right.
created the first undead.
The
The
first
first
one to
undead
create
of the
undead.
new world, not
Yeah.
the first undead in the new world.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's all true.
Either way, that is my turn.
As you are standing there, you all hear inside your head, "Surprise, bitch!" And he's behind Raylan. Nope, he's behind Jakish.
Okay.
Oh,
I think you have him. Yeah.
that's like right here.
And
He's right there.
and I
Does
can
that set off everybody's?
Anybody who can see him and had an action set
Yep.
to
Right
see
where you
him.
are is perfect.
Great.
Jakish can't see him because he's behind you.
but
Please roll.
Jakish cannot be surprised.
What's the
Oh.
what's the light levels in there inside?
It's dim light.
Okay.
That just means that you can't have the surprise condition in a combat. Which means I can't get surprise on you. You can't miss a turn due to surprise, is what that means.
But I can still attack.
On your turn, when you see him, you can. But you're not going to be able to attack before he does his thing because you haven't seen him first.
Do you want to roll wisdom
For what?
for my polymorph?
Oh, can you see him from where you are?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's the door?
Right there, door. She's perfectly in line.
Direct line of sight.
Yeah.
He'll do it. I'm going to say that his attack on Jakish goes off either way because they're going to happen simultaneously.
That's fine.
Um,
Wisdom saving.
his wisdom saves 24.
That is the DC.
No change then. He's passed.
No. Good.
That's okay.
That was hard though. You can see that he didn't like it.
Yeah. He
yeah.
just passed.
He now has bunny ears.
These things went up and then they go back
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Tricky. But
Can he just
actually-
stay having bunny ears?
he needs to be back another 5 feet, actually.
What?
Yeah, not directly behind Jakish, but like back.
So like, but not on him.
Just 5
like,
feet.
Yeah,
just
like in a
one here.
triangle between Jakish and Raynar, like an equilateral
No,
triangle.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because that's where he needs to be to do his mind blast.
Yeah. Which is it 30?
It's 60.
It's 60. Oh,
But
yeah. Well, then it's gonna even get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna pass through. It passes through the wall too. So
Pass through the walls.
I
Yeah,
think
oh, yeah.
it gets everyone, right? Except
Yeah,
for
it gets
Rod.
everybody.
Except for Rod.
Oh yeah.
What is that? Magical damage?
Wait, how does
Oh,
that?
yeah, except for Rod.
How's that go through
It's going to
walls?
be an intelligence saving throw, and then anyone who fails will take psychic damage.
Which I think. Let me just see.
You know what?
Everybody. Yeah, everybody's in the 30-foot.
An intelligence
Help with the
saving
save
throw.
thing.
So I get plus
This
6.
is going to be a DC 18.
Oh shit! I can do
I
this.
think you get plus 5 to whatever.
Plus 5. Okay.
Yep. Plus
Sick.
5 to whatever.
Actually, you know what? Because it's Abe, I'm going to make it DC 20.
You son
It
of a
would be-
bitch!
It would be 18 for like a regular.
I had a
monster.
chance.
Intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Wood is.
Oh, thank God.
Kieran,
18 on the dice.
orange is-
Plus 5, plus 6.
Gonna do a
Oh
rock.
wait, I've got advantage. I mean, it doesn't matter. I passed on the first
Oh,
one anyway, but
boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
oh yeah,
Passed
okay.
better.
I passed better
Yeah.
on the second one.
How much do you give us?
5.
5.
What
I
did
forgot
you roll?
Darrow actually has proficiency in intelligence.
Kerrigan got a 21.
Okay, and what did?
Raynar got not as good.
I'm gonna
No,
walk back what I
no.
said. Anyone who beats 18 passed, but if he uses this again, it's gonna be 20 next time.
No, I think Raynar fails.
Okay.
12 plus 5. Yeah, 17. Just almost. But
How about Raylan?
Sorry, I just wrote on Jakeesh.
Okay, what about Jakeesh?
Well, Jakeesh passed. He got 22.
Oh, right, you told me that.
But Raylan. Okay, thank God. 18 on the die.
Cool. Daro?
29.
And you pass.
Yeah.
So Raynar fails.
Yeah.
And let's
What
roll.
an idiot.
Squeak
For
and Moira.
Moira.
Just kidding.
Moira looks like something happens to her, but she doesn't fail.
Interesting.
What about Squeak?
She's not stunned. Oh, good question. Squeak fails.
Okay.
I really like that dice.
This one?
Yeah.
I just got it as a birthday present
Happy birthday.
from my friend Adam.
Moira now has her turn.
Oh, what happens?
Sorry. Those of you who failed, you are stunned for 1 minute.
Yep.
You take 27 psychic damage.
Sure. I'll take it.
You can all repeat, Raynar, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. If you succeed, you are unstunned.
Okie dokie.
Those of you who pass take no damage. Nothing happens.
Okie dokie.
Did all the ready actions go off?
Who else had one? Hers went off.
Now he has Gimenez.
Jakeesh didn't get stunned, so yeah, you can turn around and do your attack now.
So now he's.
It's just because
Yeah.
you're ready. Your trigger was when you see him. So since he came up behind you, he got to go first.
First attack is 20, second attack is 23.
I believe you got him with both. Yeah, you did.
And so it's going to be 24 damage. 24 damage, and I'm going to do a stunning strike first.
Okay.
DC Dex save.
Dex save. Wait,
Sorry, I said con
con
save.
save.
Yeah.
He might have failed that. His con is... Oh, he got 21.
Okay. One more time.
This time he got 19.
Okay. Yeah, he passed both.
Okay.
I can only do 2 attacks because it's not officially my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
gotta wait. But at least I did some damage.
Well, it's Moira's turn, and she's gonna take a step into the room,
Okay.
Go ahead.
You get, yeah.
No, I got it.
Okay.
and then she's gonna stop for a second and look confused. She's gonna turn to the closest person, which is Kiergan.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna say, "Something's up. Something's wrong. He's too smart for this. He knows he can't beat us this way. He's playing another game. I don't know what it is. If he's fighting us, it's because he wants us to win."
Is that not him?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Where's Beck at?
I don't think she's on the
She
board.
did- she did
Oh, we
not-
never put her mini down, did we? It's
Yeah.
over here, I think.
Should make it.
She came with you. Pull back, no.
Did Beg get stunned?
So I
yeah.
accidentally pulled my USB out.
Oh,
no! So,
did that just happen?
just happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Ultrasound.
We're finding a piece anyway. Perfect timing.
Plug it in one of the glowing blue ones.
Yeah, I'll put it on this one.
Let me see.
Does that have to be on the one on this side or this side?
The one closest to your seat.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. It's back in.
Okay, it's plugged in, but it's not it's not giving me levels. I might have to select it again.
There it goes.
Oh, cool.
Did you fix yourself?
Okay, yeah, it just took a second. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go back to combat mode.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, wait. Let me get those full lights because I want to find Beck. I saw her today. I could have sworn I put her out. Maybe I did not put her out. I don't know. Oh, she's right here behind this thing.
Hiding like she always does.
That's Beck for you.
I think
She came with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came with you. She is gonna run into the room.
Did she get stunned?
No, she did not get stunned.
She's too awesome.
She's too awesome.
She's a dread.
Yeah. I got really confused for a second here. I still had Abroxial's stat block up, and I thought I had tapped on Bex, and I was like, "What the heck is going on? Why does she have legendary resistances?"
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, she's just actually going to run right up to him and hit him with her staff. Can she reach that far?
Not quite.
Beck, no.
Not quite.
Well, she'll run as close to him as she can, and then instead of that, she's going to do
Stick
produce flame.
Oh, okay.
Is she gonna throw it at him?
It's going to be
Sure.
an attack, a spell attack roll.
She's gonna throw it at him.
She misses. She just throws fire at him and misses. Cool. Thanks, Beck. Jakisha's turn, but Abroxial's going to do a legendary at the end of Beck's turn. And that's going to be a spell of... Cruer Whip. Can you hand me that? Yeah, he's gonna Cruel Whip. He's gonna. You guys see he takes his left hand and his finger grows to a point and he cuts his own arm open, and his blood comes out of his body in a black tendril, and he goes to whip at Raynar.
Who's stunned, right?
At advantage.
Raynar
'cause
is
he's
stunned.
stunned. Yep.
I've seen ghosts do this many times.
That's
Although,
16.
it's more in his body because he's all blood.
Okay, advantage was nothing because they both rolled the same. So he has rolled a 28 to hit Raynar.
That hits.
Yeah, I'll bet it does. And you're going to take 4d6. Whew.
Soaking up to damage.
16.
And that's what.
That's 16 damage. Slashing. I'm sorry, necrotic. I was thinking of it like a regular whip.
Then I think it is 8. With resistance to
Paladins.
necrotic.
All right, now it's Jakisha's turn.
So when Jakish hit him, did he feel the he was hitting an actual person, right?
Yes, an undead mind flayer lich with whom Jakish went on many adventures.
Yeah.
This is like your old buddy.
So there's nothing. So there's nothing he senses that seems different about him.
Bunny ears.
Jakish,
Yeah,
roll an
bunny
insight
ears.
check.
Insight check, right? Yeah.
This is like that Wesley Snipes meme where he's crying while pointing the gun at.
Whatever 13 and 9 is.
This is Point Break right here. 13 to 9, 22.
22.
I think so.
That's enough for you to know that while this is clearly Abroxial, he's vastly different than when you knew him. For you, it's been a little while. For him, it's been 2 million years. The power level is not the same.
It's over 9,000.
But because, yeah, it's over 9,000 now. But because you know him better than anyone else here except for Moira, you pick up on the same thing Moira said to Kiergan. Abraxiel was the smartest person you ever met or heard of. The idea that he would come down here against a party of high-level adventurers and fight them physically.
And one god.
Yeah, and a god. Physically fight them makes no sense to you. Abraxiel's too smart for this.
Jakeesh. So yeah, Jakeesh like looks at Abraxiel, like kind of like a cat, like looking at a at a human.
It's definitely him though.
Yeah, but he's like there's a squint like and he looks back at the group and he says, "This might not be Abraxiel completely," and Jakeesh is gonna go to the teleporter.
Literally right in front of him.
Okay, that's gonna. It's not a teleporter. It's just gonna levitate. It's not. It's more like
Yeah.
you're just gonna go up to the next floor.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna. How high is the next floor?
10 feet.
Oh no! Like he'll just jump to the next floor.
Okay, you get a little boost from the teleport spell on your way.
And-
Yeah, let's have the second. The biggest piece. Let's just set it off to the side over there.
Yep. Like, can move the little...
So then we can take off all but that piece. And now we have a second floor.
So
Yep, Jakeesh is up there.
yeah, I just go to the second floor.
You know, like when a cat gets like on edge, like it's about to be in a cat fight, and you see just all the back arches and all the hair stands up. That's happening to you. It was like that already just from being near the tower, but as you go up to the second floor, it's like you feel this intense wrongness in the air around you. Like this really doesn't surprise Jakeesh, because it's like that's terrible. Let's do this one, because it's like the source of all evil right here. But you are noticing that as you went up a floor, it got more intense.
All right. But does he see anything on this floor?
No, whatever furniture and stuff was in this tower before is gone. It's just an empty tower.
Can he continue up?
Not on this turn.
Okay.
You've already run to it and gone up. Well, actually, you have crazy ass speed. You can, I think you can go up another floor.
Okay. One more floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgot your speed is
You can just put it right
Tabaxi monk speed plus boots of speed plus.
there.
Oh yeah, plus boots of speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, apparently he left
So
that
he's
rug
literally
there.
boots with the fur.
Yeah. He's literally
man.
pushing boots.
So yeah.
Actually, I think your boots of speed were actually like bracelets that you wore. No, that was rude. Never mind. Yeah, you're up here. For some reason, he has left that rug out, but otherwise, it is. It's still empty, and that sense of raw blackness and evil is even more intense than it was.
All right. And just he's just gonna keep looking around for anything that might make him feel like the Abraxio that he felt downstairs, but you know, the smart kind.
The smart Abraxio.
Yeah, you don't see any clues up here.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be Kiergan.
Can you smell him?
Maybe.
Well, if he isn't the right one, but he's still what? Who is?
Moira didn't say it's not him.
Oh no!
She said his
no, you're
behavior doesn't make sense.
Yeah. His behavior doesn't
What
make
was it?
sense.
What was it? You
It's-
said. Oh, it's
No. I said Abraxio's like he's too smart for this or something,
Hmm.
and that's why he went up.
Okay.
Abraxio just never responded to this.
Broxiel didn't say anything about that. No.
Yeah.
There's nothing that Kiergan really knows what to do here with this. So, he's gonna run up. You know what? Sure. You're gonna get right there, next to him, and again take the dodge action.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
So you've taken no
I'm gonna-
actual action. You can dodge as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I guess I can do a stunning. Yeah, let's try to hit him. Let's try to hit him. See if I can stun him. Sure. 13 plus. Oops. Oh wow, yeah. 26 to hit. 26 hit?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Of course it is.
Okay. And let's say 16 points of damage on the first. Second is more than that for 8 points of damage. I'm going to do a stunning strike. I'll probably end up doing 2 of them.
Whoops, wrong dice. Yeah, he passes the first one.
It's 20. It's 20.
It's 20?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he failed the first one.
Yeah, he's wise.
Yep.
He's a wise guy.
Abraxiel somehow, even though his body is rotting and his power level is cosmic, has been stunned.
Oh, well, then I'm totally not going to dodge as a bonus action. 'cause I
That
don't
nerve
need
cluster was just in the same place as it is on a guy, I
Yep.
guess.
Yep. All right. Yeah, so what do we want to do with him? He's stunned. Go. Somebody else.
Cool. You're up.
Polymorph.
Wait, does stun affect his ability to make a wisdom save?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Still gonna make his wisdom save.
Yeah.
Ooh. 14.
He's a bunny rabbit.
Bamf!
A stunned bunny rabbit.
I'm gonna send my rat in after him.
Oh,
He turns into the ugliest, most rotten rabbit corpse you guys have ever seen. And there's a little tentacle come writhing out of his mouth. And he's still stunned, so he just falls over to his side and just goes... There's no eyelids, so you get to see the hole. Yeah.
Okay.
and then I say, does someone want to like box him up?
Oh, box. Oh.
Man, I wish I had Force Cage right now.
I don't have that spell.
I might have some.
Moira is going to go ahead and run up to him.
And do
Okay.
my thing.
She's going to put her hand on his head and then turn around and look back at you guys. Something's wrong. I cannot feel my god. Let's get him out of the tower.
Sure.
Okey doke.
Moira will pick up the dead rabbit.
That is not
Undead
undead
rabbit.
I'm gonna bring my shadow into play.
Okay.
Mostly dead.
I'm not dead yet.
We are on pause right now because he's stunned and polymorphed. But if things go off again, we'll jump right back into initiative where we were. Let's move Moira and Abraxiel outside. She carries the body out and tries again. And then once she's outside the tower and does this, you guys do actually see the light of Palor begin to glow out from her mace. And you see a beam come from above in the ceiling
Of the cave.
of the cave. And this is a sight that you, Jakeesh, saw once before.
Oh.
As a little gnome, a little deep gnome named Jimjar comes floating down from above, lands on the ground, and then walks up to Moira and a bunny elf. And
Bunny elf.
and as he walks, turns into a shiny golden god. And he
I
says,
forgot Jim Jar was there.
What is Jim Jar? I don't know who this is.
Jim Jar was a thieving bastard.
Jim Jar was Baylor.
Oh.
Yeah. Just took on a gambler's persona.
In disguise. But he's going to say to Moira, it is your choice to return to this creature's mind. Moira says, you know as well as I do, I got no choice. Paylor's going to raise his eyes and look across the rest of you. My child, Moira Smoothskin, has walked this path she walks for far longer than any mortal ever before. Is anyone else here willing to perform this task for her?
Dara immediately steps forward.
You would sacrifice your form and your life to become a voice in the head of a lich.
Nothing would give me any more pleasure than becoming a voice in that guy's head.
Is
I
know you hate him.
Is Raynar still stunned?
I will say no because, well, yeah, it's been long enough. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been like a
Does
minute.
the concentration drop since? Well,
Why would it?
was the force wall a concentration spell?
Not the way Abe did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Paylor's going to look at you, Daro, and say, I sense your reasons are not entirely generous.
Oh, no, they're absolutely good. And I do want the best for all of creation.
Oven's gonna kind of step in and say, as of right now, he is the only worshiper of Arathis. I would keep him out.
Noted.
I got this. Raynar. My god stood in the gap and held firm. My turn.
I see. Does Raynar have a last name?
None of my characters ever have a last name.
Moira did.
She is the only one. I think. No, actually, Kentucky Stones had a last name.
Kentucky Stones.
Kentucky Stones.
There's not many characters. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, he doesn't. No.
It's Kentucky Stones. Okay. So,
Kentucky Stones.
yeah, Paylor's going to look at you. He says, Raynar,
Mm-hmm.
I know of you. I heard your name in days long past. You are worthy. I am sorry that this has befallen you. Moira is going to speak up and say, no! It's my job! Not Raynar, not Daro, me! Don't you understand? Don't any of you understand? They take your brain and they eat it. And then they turn your body into their body. She jams the rabbit corpse with her finger. That is my body!
I mean, it's a rabbit.
You know what I mean? A Broxial's just me with the wrong brain in its head. It has to be me. How long does polymorph last?
I think it's an hour.
Okay.
So that's why he had a bunch of brains in jars way back when, including Alistair's.
There was a lot of reasons for that.
Oh.
Yeah. He does experiments. He's a science guy.
1 hour.
Okay.
Up to. Assuming nobody slaps me and breaks my concentration.
Or slaps.
But the stun only lasts until his turn ends, right? Or he
the
rolls for it each
stun-
turn, or does it last a minute? How does the stun work? Stunning strike?
Oh no, that's just a turn. It's over. The stun is over.
Okay, the rabbit's moving again then.
Yeah.
I hope somebody's holding it by its ears.
Is anybody holding onto the rabbit right now?
Moira.
Moira should be.
Yeah. Is Moira
I
holding
mean, I
onto it?
can.
Because if not,
When you polymorph something, do they take on the stats of that creature, or that's still their stats? They take on the stats. Okay.
Okay.
It's a rabbit.
Just in case I need to.
I mean, I can do a
Command
whole
it.
monster or something like that if we need to.
He's a rabbit.
Yeah.
He can only do things as a rabbit.
He starts moving again.
hold monster.
That's even better.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah.
Before you can cast the spell, before you can get it off, Moira closes her eyes and twists the rabbit's head off.
Oh.
Yeah. No one got to react? Okay.
That wasn't a true polymorph, though, right?
That
was a polymorph.
That means it drops to 0. Brachial comes back.
Yes.
Okay.
Where does he drop?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
She jumps into his eyeball.
Okay.
You can still do your hold monster if you want.
Oh yeah, he's casting
As
it.
soon as I imagine you do it as soon as he's back.
Yeah.
So he's got to roll wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
It's not his best roll.
17.
Nope. 18. That's
Okay.
fine.
He's held.
he would have passed mine.
Yeah, so you cast Hold Monster just as Abraxiel comes back. He's still lying on the ground. His head's kind of backwards. Moira jumps into his eyeball.
She just jumps in.
Yep.
As
Can
I'm
you
holding.
describe that? I'm sorry. I'm having trouble picturing.
You've seen it before.
What
So
happens?
I've described it before, but
Okay.
she shrinks as she goes.
Oh, okay.
And it's like
Okay.
this weird thing.
Like getting sucked into a little black hole?
Yeah, and you guys can see that.
When you get sucked into a black hole, you get ripped apart.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you guys can see that as she sort of zoops in there, Paylor looks to you, Raynar, and shrugs.
And I asked Paylor, is this the right thing? Should we let this happen?
Can we all just go?
You all want to?
No.
Just like a whole party in there.
Did she...
For now, she's not truly joined with him. She's just in that space that he's been keeping her in for 1,000,000 years. I can join her now.
Sure.
Is this
Wait.
why you weren't at the council?
Wait, so...
There was a lot going on at the council.
Now I'm trying to play 2 different characters. Kiergan. So wait, does that mean that she's in the place that he is in control of her?
Well, one
No.
should have an accent.
She's waiting for me to complete the task.
Will
Of
she
her.
actually be able to control... I don't know how this works. She told me a little bit about... Sorry.
If
She
I
told me a little bit about it.
finish
and-
merging them,
Yeah.
her physical body will cease to exist. The
Got it.
one that I gave her when I separated them. And she will become again a part of his personality, a voice in his subconscious, barely existing, except in the back of his mind. It is what she has chosen.
That should be enough. She's pretty righteous.
How do we amplify that voice?
Righteous.
What was that?
How do we amplify that voice?
I cast Bless on Moira when she's diving in.
Yeah. Did that seem like a pretty normal thing that she just with the twist and the that's pretty normal of her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. all right
She's
then.
been with Abraxiel these 2,000,000 years. She knew the effect of killing the rabbit.
Yeah, she can handle it. Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure that she's herself. Or...
Will she be able to affect his decisions?
She will, but how quickly she will, I don't know. You must understand, mind flayers are irredeemably evil, and yet Moira redeemed one. She believes she can do it again, and frankly, so do I.
Do you believe that's
But
why he came down?
I seem to think that she shouldn't have to.
Do you believe that's why he came down? Because he wanted this to happen?
Maybe.
As this is going on, Jakish is up in the top floors. Does he still feel Does he still feel the evil?
Yeah, it's the tower itself. This tower was originated by Asmodeus, and can
he while they were talking, can he go up to the last 2 floors?
Yeah.
And see if we can find anything?
On the top floor, you find a pedestal on which is a very thin, new as though it hasn't been written in much, book of Vile Darkness.
I know about this book, right? Jakish knows about this book.
Yeah, you would have gotten it from the telepathic bond when you first arrived in the future, yeah. You would have gotten the gist of everything that was going on, so you would know about the book. This is the Book of Vile Darkness is reforming here in this tower.
And I know about how it works, right?
You're a little fuzzy on that.
A little fuzzy on it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Jakish will take the book.
Ooh, a book.
Are you going to open it?
Let's see. Did he open it in the past?
Jakish has never seen this book.
I think I remember him holding on to a book.
The Book of Vile Darkness never appeared in the past. The Book of Vile Darkness has only appeared in this campaign. It was
I think when he got to the book up here, it was already open, right?
It was closed, but you could tell that it was like thin, like it hadn't had many pages in it yet.
No, he's just going to take the book.
Okay.
He doesn't open it. But
Okay.
he just
For
takes
once.
it.
Jakish takes the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can tell it's like made of skin and it's gross. It hurts you to just pick it up. It's more of a soul hurt than anything else. But anyway, back outside. Pelor is still looking at you, Daro. You asked him, do you think this is why he came down?
Mm-hmm.
He says, I truly do not know. Abraxiel has been known to me for eons, but his mind has never been known to me, or anyone.
Except Moira.
Even his own people. It breaks my heart to do so, but I must heed the wishes of Moira Smoothskin. She is proven helpful in this regard, and moreover, she is ethically correct. That is her body. He reaches his hand out to Abraxiel's still hold-monstered head, and you see a light come out of the palm of Pelor's hand and shoot out of Abraxiel's eye sockets. And when Pelor pulls his hand away, you see the left eye roll backwards into Abe's head. And then Pelor says, it was not immediate the first time, you must understand. It took her years to convince him to leave the Mind Flayers. A single voice buzzing in the back of your head does not change your entire behavior pattern immediately or overnight. Abraxiel is, for all intents and purposes, as he was, but it may take him a while to realize it. Raylan, my son. I have been trapped many years in death, then in a mortal body, and then behind a wall of haze from which I could not escape. I believe it was due to having been forgotten in the world. The sun itself, my domain, was shrinking and dying. Only you and your mother remembered me. And Moira. Thank you for helping me get back.
Raylan kind of says, no problem. Thank you for actually coming down.
It taxed me immensely. I don't know how much more I can do. Manifesting at all was difficult. But you have my thanks.
Can I ask you what we should do about this tower? What's your consensus on this whole balance thing? Should there be balance, or should there be no evil at all?
There should not be balance.
Well, let me see what he says.
I am the sun. Everywhere I look, there is light. I have never seen darkness. It seems to work okay for me.
Okay.
Simba. Everywhere the light touches.
All right. Then, in that case, Raylan's gonna look over to the body of
Abraxio?
And he's just gonna make a wish and say, "I want Amora to fill Abraxio's mind completely."
So, your wish... I need you to start the sentence with "I wish" and say the exact words that you want to say.
I wish for Moya to fill Abraxio's mind completely with her will.
Guys, we may not make it to episode 100. The wish goes off. This ripple of power emanates through the whole multiverse.
Roll a push and check.
It's intense. You have used this massive amount of power, something that could change time or reshape all of reality, to accomplish a relatively small task. And because of that, it is monumentally effective. There is a psychic cry that goes out throughout all existence as Abraxio, the great, these many eons, protector of the multiverse, ceases to exist. His mind is gone.
Completely.
And then something else happens.
Rip to multiple of Joshua's characters.
This has been a rough. This whole thing.
Wait, how many are you down now?
Jeez.
Kierkegaard's all right.
Yeah, he's okay.
Raynar tried to, but you know. So, I assume you have released Hold Monster.
Yes.
So Abraxio, the Lich, rolls over, and you all see as he stands up and looks down at his rotten, slimy, decaying body. And the eye just keeps spinning.
Just keep spinning.
And the other eye looks over. And you hear through garbled tentacles, not telepathically, but it's like someone is trying to force a mouth that's not capable of human speech to make sounds. And you hear, "My Lord Paylor, let me rest." And Paylor reaches out. And then Moira, before he can reach her, Moira in Abraxio's body coughs and hacks and wheezes and doubles over and vomits out a thick black goo with steam and smoke coming off of it.
Don't breathe it in.
And it lands and hits the ground and starts forming up. And you hear Abraxiel, or you hear Rod from the other end of the chamber go, "Oh, shit." And a 30-foot tall demonic creature with 2 baboon-like heads and 4 tentacles rises up as Abraxiel's body dies. And Rod says, "It's Demogorgon."
Demogorgon. Yeah.
And Paylor touches Abraxiel's head, and Moira Smoothskin is gone.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the sun now.
Yeah.
Guys, that's going to be the end of episode 92.
Wow.
How many ultimate evils can you guys face in a row?
Bring them all. We're just cleaning house.
You beat
gotta
the
go through
9-tongued worm, you beat Asmodeus, you beat Abraxiel.
I'm just happy I was finally able to use that wish spell.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was good. That was good.
It's Demogorgon. All right, we're going to be back as soon as we can. We had a conversation at our break about when we're going to be able to record again. We are not sure yet, but we're going to see you guys as soon as we can because we got to get this thing knocked out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, Demogorgon. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, do we have it?
Yeah,
We
do. Yeah, we do.
We have him from before.
Demo.
He's been up here waiting to be reused
Gorgon.
since Out of the Abyss.
Oh, yeah.
Just put him in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe.
In
So
fact,
I guess
excuse me,
now
Karen.
I have a new monkey boy to call monkey boy.
yeah, he's in full
Excuse
darkness
me,
on the
Gert.
camera. He's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see him.
Back him up a little.
There he is.
Why?
There's the guy. The original Lord of all demons is back. You killed the guy that drank him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.